everyone, my name is Tiffany and this is my channel, Who's Your Handmade. Thank you so much for stopping by today. In today's video, it's another episode of #Friday Sews. If that sounds interesting to you, stick around. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by today. And if you're already a friend of mine, thank you so much for returning. Thank you for your support of my channel, and above all, thank you for your friendship. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. This is a #Friday Sews video. It's where I can sit here and chat a little bit about my sewing week, and I absolutely adore hearing about your sewing week as well. So please do leave a comment down below. I appreciate every single comment you all take the time to leave. I know that you're making a conscious effort to pause and put a comment on my videos, and that means so much to me. Chatting with me, telling me about your sewing plans, and being encouraging to me, it means so much. Please know that your effort in commenting really does make my entire week. So thank you so much for doing that. I am in a little different setting today. I purchased a new chair. Can show you a little bit there for my sewing room. My sewing room was missing kind of a comfortable chair that guests could kind of relax in. My mom and my sister like to crochet a lot when they're up here with me, so they needed a comfortable chair. So I purchased a new chair, and I thought, you know, I'm just gonna sit here and chat with you all today on my Friday Sews. So you got a little different view here. You can see Mount Scrapmore behind me. Definitely an overflowing bin of scraps over there. So you see a little dirty secret of mine. And then you have some beautiful views of our southern Indiana countryside there. You can just glimpse right here my father-in-law's big, huge cornfield going that way. This is our yard here. And then over here is my father-in-law's barns and big sheds and stuff for all the big equipment stored. So a little bit of view of our farm here. So just a little different setting for this #Friday Sews. I have been sewing up here some. It was a pretty good weekend in the sewing room, and I'm gonna share with you now what I have made. Before I jump into that, let me share what I'm wearing. This is a ready-to-wear top that one of my friends was destashing, and I took it off of their hands. I do love this fabric. It's kind of a small, ditzy, kind of floral. I do love the fabric. You can tell though, when you make your own clothes, when you start making your own clothes and you start your fit journey, you can just tell when things are too kind of big on you. And putting this shirt on and wearing it has been fine for the day, but as I sit here and make this video, I can tell where there's some problem areas where I would make adjustments if I were making this pattern. But for today's video, it kind of matches the green side view here, so we're just gonna roll with it. Let's get into my make from the weekend. In my July plans, I had the intention to make the Love Notions Tinley pattern. This is a huge pattern with a lot of different options. I've talked about it a lot here on my channel. It has shorts, it has a skirt, it has a skirt, and different kinds of variations. You have a straight version of the shorts and the skirt, I believe, and then you have more of a flowy, I'm not real sure what they call it actually. It's the wider, flowier skirt, and that's the one that I chose to do. And I was able to finish that one here over the weekend, and I really, really love this. Now I've done a few adjustments and I'm gonna talk about those in a second, but first of all, let's talk about this fabric. Now the Tinley pattern is made for woven or knit fabrics, and they tell you in the instructions how to work out your sizing for each different kind of fabric. They definitely give you some suggestions on that. I am using a very stretchy athletic knit fabric from Hobby Lobby. This was an excellent fabric to sew with. It's more of a sturdy athletic knit, even though it has a lot of drape, a lot of flow. I'm just really so impressed with it, and I'm going to be picking up more of this fabric. It comes in 2 or 3 different colorways there in Hobby Lobby, and I believe they stock this regularly. It's not like a seasonal fabric, so you could go in there and find this. Now, if you have a need for some really nice athletic wear fabric. Before I show you any more of my make, let's talk about the size that I sewed up and some adjustments that I made. So I chose the size 3X. I just went ahead with that sizing, even though the pattern does tell you to size down if you decide to use a knit fabric. I just wanted to err on the side of caution and go ahead and use my normal sizing. That was a wise choice. This fits perfectly. I did adjust the length. So they do give you lengthen and shorten lines on your pattern pieces for the front and the back, and that was so helpful. This pattern piece is a little bit strange. You do have these pockets here on the side. So especially for this wider swing style skirt, the pattern piece looks a little strange. So it was very helpful that Love Notions went ahead and put the lengthen and shorten line on there, made it a very easy adjustment. I added 4 inches of length to this skirt. 4 inches is becoming an average for me for any pattern that is saying that it will hit slightly above the knee or, you know, right above the knee. If the pattern says that, if that's the intention, then I am almost always adding about 4 inches, and that's working out perfectly for me. I'm not really tall, I'm not really short, I'm about 5'4" in height, but adding those 4 inches gets that skirt down below my knees, not midi style. I don't want to be full midi with my skirts, but definitely below the knees enough to be what I consider to be modest, and really works out well for me. So I did that to the front and the back. And then on the back of the skirt is where you have an elasticized back waistband, and it really adds a really pretty detail there. I've used some contrasting thread there to make it pop even a little bit more. They want you to make 3 casings for 3 rows of 3/8 inch elastic, I believe. So that went it went in fine. I used the measurements straight out of the pattern and it all fits fine. However, I do find that small elastic, those 3 casings worth, a little bit annoying. They want to move inside of these casings, and if you were using a woven fabric, it might be a little more structured and a little more stiff and hold the elastic in place. As it is, it really wants to move around in my knit fabric. So every so often I've done some securing stitches to just keep that elastic from rolling or shifting when I put this skirt on and off. Even with that securing stitch, every so often along this waistband, it still wants to move on me. So next time, I do love the look of this gathered back waistband. I do like that elastic gathered. I just think that I would do either maybe 1 wider piece of elastic or 2 maybe inch wide, or a little bit bigger pieces of elastic to go in there just to make it a little bit more sturdy for the back waistband. The front waistband is flat. It is a flat front waistband. You do use interfacing. In this piece right here, I used some knit interfacing. Went together really well. It's just beautifully put together. You do have pockets. And then I've hemmed it down here at the bottom with some more contrasting thread to match my top. Just an excellent athletic skirt. I'm so impressed with the fit. I'm so impressed with how much that I don't want to take it off. I want to wear it a lot, and I will be making more of this Tinley skirt pattern. Highly recommend giving this pattern a try. And that's what I can share with you as of right now for my sewing. I have been doing a lot of secret kind of behind the scenes sewing for some collaborations I have coming up here in the next month or so. So I will be sharing those soon, but not now. Tuesday's video was a fun one. I revealed the winner of my first viewer's choice pattern vote. So I'm gonna send you over to Tuesday's video if you haven't seen that one already to see what the winner was. And I did a little shopping over the weekend so you can see some new fabrics that I picked up in that video as well. I thought it might be fun to go over some things that have kind of caught my eye in the sewing community this week. This first one is a new Love Notions pattern. I love Love Notions. So many people love their patterns. They are very popular, and they just published a new pattern this week. It is a peasant style shirt and dress pattern. Has a really pretty neckline. In the line drawings, it looks a little bit wider than it does on the tester photos. So go check out those tester photos if you're not real sure what that neckline is going to turn out and look like. Really love the belted version that people are doing. I like the button down version that people are doing. Beautiful new pattern, and of course available in their full size range. So go check out that new Love Notions pattern. I will link it down below. And moving on to a few sales that I've noticed. So Sew House 7 is having an anniversary sale, and this sale lasts through Monday the 12th. So go check out Sew House 7. They have 20% off their fabric and notions. I didn't even know they sold fabric. I wasn't even aware. So I need to go check out their website. And then they have their patterns at 25% off through Monday the 12th. I love the Sew House 7 toaster sweater. I've made it so many times. It's a staple sweater pattern. So if you don't have that one in your stash, now is a good time to snatch it up. And I've also made the Sew House 7 Remy Raglan, and that was a really fun pattern too. I always love wearing the one that I've made, and I always say that I need to make more of those. So definitely check out the Sew House 7 anniversary sale before Monday. And then concerning Joann's, what's the pattern sales for this week at Joann's? From my research, it looks like we're going to have Berta at $2.99 and Vogue for $5.99, and that lasts until the 14th. So that's a Wednesday. Wednesday the 14th, that sale is going to be on for. That's a long time. They're making their windows, their sale windows, a little bit longer, which is kind of nice. If you can't get there over the weekend, you have a couple days during the week where you can shoot over to Joann's and get some patterns. I am not the biggest fan of Berta and Vogue. Most of the time, their designs don't really catch my eye, but I was watching Angela from Just Me and My Fabric. I watched her latest video. I'll link it down below for you. She was talking about some Vogue patterns that she had picked up, including this one. Now, this is the 1970 reproduction vintage pattern of the Diane von Furstenberg, I think I'm saying that correctly. This beautiful wrap dress pattern. A lot of people have been talking about this pattern in the sewing community, and it is so expensive. Y'all, this pattern has a price tag on simplicity.com of $36. $36 for this pattern. That does come in two size ranges and a Mrs. size ranges, 8 to 16 and also 18 to 26. So it does have two different size ranges, but $36 for a pattern, that's a lot. However, in Angela's video, she said she was able to pick up that Diane von Furstenberg wrap dress pattern at the Vogue sale price. So go to your Joann's, check out your pattern cabinets and see if that pattern is there and see if you can get it for the $5.99. Now, maybe you have no interest in this style or this pattern. I mean, I'm not sure when or if I would ever sew up the pattern itself, but from a collector's perspective, I think I would really love to have this pattern in my stash. So I'm gonna try to hit up Joann's over the weekend before the 14th and see if my Joann's carries this pattern. Thanks, Angela, for the tip about being able to get this pattern on sale. Okay, I think that's gonna do it for this hashtag Friday Sews video. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Don't forget to subscribe if you have not done so already. Give this video a thumbs up, those really are important. And leave a comment down below. Let me know what you've been sewing, what are you working on. I absolutely love chatting with you down below in the comment section. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. I will see you in the next video. Take care, bye-bye. want to sing him a song?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go ahead and sing.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Addie. Happy birthday to you.
Very good. Are you preparing for your birthday here next month?
Yeah.
Oh, very good. Way to get a head start.
This is a costume.
Yes, you've done great with your costume. Do you want to tell them bye?
Bye. See you tomorrow, guys.